So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. Painting pictures, only missing what you've lost, giving everything you have, but it's just short of the cost. Diabolical, straightens up your mental, makes you strong, and it fucks your trust issues. Hate to say I proved you wrong. You've been running, screaming, hide away. There's no escaping night and day. You'll never see it coming. Won't commit to see the child's play. You'll see a different side of me. The reason is to hibernate, is for your own protection. I'm too scared to see the beast I've made. We created and we never look back. Matter of fact, shut your mouth, don't come at me with that. Your lack of context is causing conflict, that's a fact. See you trying to change the subject, I'm not trying to forget. I'll forgive, but you'll never get the fucking chance again. When our friends, there's no interest in making those amends. It depends on whether I feel like breaking necks. Must be a lucky day, cause I ain't got no time for that, yeah. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. Taking over like it's army paper soldiers. Ain't gold, you wish you would. Shit's been harder than I'm hopeful. Went from open, getting closer, now I'm searching for some closure. Cause no matter how it gets, it's never worth it in the moment. Damn, running it back, one and the same, not a fact, be different. Under the stacks, numbing your brain, it's just sad to witness. What's the price to pay? Taking a stab when I said mind your business. Now I get to snap, smiling face, you think it's Christmas. Never had a better time with losing my mind. I keep it locked and tucked away, nobody in or outside, and that's intentional. Environment with ethanol, I'll never fold. Cause when I light it up, the flame is brightest inside, yeah. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head. So close to demonstrating violence, trying to run away from sirens, in search of somewhere safe and quiet. If only you could hear the fucking things inside my head.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, you all staying warm, staying inside. It is a little cold outside, depending on where you are, I guess. Um, just uh, just chit chatting tonight. Gonna cover a couple things.
She had that.
Needless to say, you know, I did come across some things.
Don't.
People like to say and laugh.
Move.
Ha 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 ha. That's not me. Ha ha ha.
Knock your shit
That was
off.
something that happened, 4.5 years ago. Well, you know what? The sad thing about it is it's not the same information that Mr. Andrew has. Okay? But don't you worry. We're going to get into that. Okay? People wonder why I go at Mama Bear as hard as I do. Well, for one, she's a fake. Okay? She's a fraud. She never lies. She always tells the truth. Everybody else is lying. And then you have this dipshit. Tammy has a Pina, Tina has a Pina, Lady R, Seen the Darkness, whoever you want to be called this week. If you're not so concerned about it, and if you don't care that she has an active warrant because you're not looking up the right one, you are definitely looking in the wrong spot, okay? We're going to get to that too. So if you're not so worried about it, and if you don't care, then why continuously make comments. But I also remember you stating to where if any truth was brought up on Mama Bear, that you would tell her to kick rocks. I do remember you stating that. But the sad thing about it is somebody who admitted on a live that was in a loony bin for a year really shouldn't be on YouTube to begin with. Okay? Like Andrew's favorite saying that says that he does first thing in the morning when he does a live. Take your meds. Because by all means, you definitely need them. Okay? Definitely need them. So, with that being said, Mama Bear, are you sure that there's no active warrants for you, Jeanette? Because needless to say, we did call first thing this morning. It was over a 7-minute call. And the lovely woman that I talked to on the phone had to actually transfer me to the Marshal Department. Okay. So when I gave them your name, your date of birth, and that file number, you have an active warrant. So, this is my question. Do they know where you are? You sit there and say how you call the cops and how Connie has been on the phone with you. How does Connie actually know that you're on the phone with a fucking police officer? Or is it just one of your people that you call and act and pretend? Okay? Because
you have a history of that.
Needless to say, I have nothing to hide. So the police officers can come to my house all they want. Okay? And Connie, just to get you straight, I did post another thing from my clinic that I get my Vivitrol shot. There's more proof. When you want more, let me know. I have a whole envelope full of them. Okay? And like I said to you before, yes, I can do coke while I'm on the Vivitrol shot, but it's not going to do anything for me. It's a waste of money. So do a little bit more research, you retarded fuck. Okay? I don't know if this goes in there or not, but I apologize for using that word. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Hopefully you're staying warm. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to get in here and I'm going to pull up something and share something with everybody. And I think we're going to just talk about one at a time. How about that? Tick-tock, them walls be crumbling down. Yes, 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 Dippy. So, hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Okay, this first one I'm pulling up is very interesting, but there's a bottom half to it too that I'll get to after I show you this. Oh my goodness. What is that? Shreveport City Court. City of Shreveport is the plaintiff. The defendant is Jeanette M. Smith. This is public record, everybody. And this is for educational purposes only. Okay? So, since it's public record, she was going to try to strike me because her driver's license is there. Who the fuck says it's even a legit driver's license? Okay? Okay? So, oh, let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back. Oh, my goodness. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. 2, Marshal
Hi.
Charlie Caldwell, or any qualified peace officer, greetings. You are hereby commanded in the name of the state of Louisiana and the city court of Shreveport in and for the city of Shreveport, parish of Caddo, Louisiana, to apprehend the said Jeanette M. Smith, so that you have him or her before our said court to answer for a contempt and non-attendance before the same as failure to appear for trial on 9/20/21, to answer for the charge of 1, sim battery ordered in open court and signed this Monday, September 20th, 2021. Appearance bond total set at $200 as indicated per count below. So, needless to say, this is where I have the issue, is that she sits there and says she doesn't have an active warrant, which I called this morning, and she has.
You have that proof.
She sits there and states that she doesn't have an active warrant, but the marshals that we talked to this morning says otherwise. So
Usually when marshals take over, it's pretty serious.
what's up with that? So, needless to say, she sits there and tells me to call. Well, Mama Bear, I did call. Hello, dumbass. I called before you gave me the number. Okay? So why don't you do us all a favor and why don't you give Miss Dumbass Pina the number? That way she can call. Because for some reason she can't find you. Well, tell her to call the marshals, in Shreveport. They transfer you. When you call that number, they transfer you to the marshal department. So, good luck with that. On to the next one. Okay. Are we having fun yet, ladies and gentlemen? I am. I love this shit. I love proving people wrong. So, these are all past addresses for Mr. Johnston, which is born in 1971. And as a matter of fact, his birthday is 9/14/1971. And he was born with the name of Jason Michael Johnston. Just like it says right here on my screen. So, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is for educational purposes only. This is public record. So, Mama Bear, good luck striking me. Okay? So if you do your research, you'll see exactly what I see. Okay? There's more. Now, this is another thing. And I know that it's back in 2012, which is fine. But I'm just trying to prove a point here that he's not as innocent as he claims to be.
They tried to throw Andrew's brother under the bus,
So needless to say, he is a habitual, and this came right from a bondsman, which he signed the power of attorney over from his shit to a bondsman. Okay. It states right there, drive while license suspended, habitual offender. What does that tell you? So can he get a driver's license?
It's pretty sad when you got to get a bond.
I doubt it.
License.
I doubt it. Okay? I doubt it. So let's move forward. Okay? And like I said, this is for educational purposes only. But this is public record too, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that everybody can find. needless to say, you better make sure you do the right research. Okay. That's Miss Smith's bench warrant, which supposedly I'm wrong upon, which no, I'm not, because I called. Sorry. Hate to bust your bubble. Okay. Bench warrant. Warrant outstanding. Wow.
Is that the same one? Or is that different?
Wow.
I think that's the same one, and that's not too long ago.
9/20/21. Set for trial, filed by Jacqueline Martin, clerk, JDM, details, appearances, Shriva M. Sims, judge, Cheyenne Wilson, prosecutor, defending failed to appear in court city, request a bench warrant, and that bond be set in the amount of $500. Court granted the bench warrant, bond set in the amount of $250. Wow. Like, come on. You told me to bring something up from 2021 till now. Well, there's a date of 4/20/21, Mama Bear. Okay? Make sure your researcher, Miss Tina Hazapina, Lady R, Seen the Darkness, make sure she does the proper research and gets the same documents. How about that?
And that was a notice to appear and peer served
Okay.
filed for Jeanette Smith.
Bench warrant attachment issues. Look at that. And you pled not guilty. And that was 5/25/21.
And that's not even assault, that's a battery. Two different things.
Two different things.
That means you had intent.
Yes, it was probably a misdemeanor. So there's another date. Bond settings. 8/1/21, 9/20/21. Look at the name on the top. Now, this is Shreveport City Court. So this is a legit document. This is not something that I can fabricate myself from my computer, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that is public knowledge. This is public record, especially when you look people up. They don't realize it, that it's a paper trail. Key word, ladies and gentlemen. This is for educational purposes only, okay? But paper trail, it's just like Facebook, social media, paper trail. Correct me if I'm wrong. Smack it.
No.
Wow. Look at that. That's the same birthday. That's the same name. Now just remember, public record, this is from the Shreveport City Court. So, let's continue on. You know, it's a shame that, you know, we had to come down to this, but it is what it is. Criminal court. File date was 6/25/2020. Ooh. Now look at that. You lived in 5 different, 1, 2, 3, 4. You lived in Shreveport, Caddo County. Okay. Elm Grove. Wow. Look at you.
And that's not even half of
And that's not even all of them. My goodness.
it. I believe I have even more than that.
(10/27/2020). Continuing arraignment. Filed by Veronica M. Jones, clerk. Miss Latier, as Judge Cheyenne, prosecutor, defendant, failed to appear in city court. The warrant was signed 10/27/20. Wow.
And that's 2 different.
Now, here's Mr. Fucknuts himself. Okay? But don't worry, I got stuff on him too. Bet and believe. Okay? He's done a lot of shit in Naples, Florida. Now, let's go here. This was back in 2020. Bond settings and setting date was 8/1/2021.
Is that the same date as hers?
Jason Johnston, false imprisonment. Well, you just don't fucking punch 14-year-old kids in the face, but you do false imprisonment too. Wow. And you guys have the balls to sit there and talk about Andrew and talk about Andrew's brother? Look in the fucking mirror, please. Okay?
This is crazy.
My criminal record is nothing compared to yours. You are a convicted felon. It might say level right there, misdemeanor, but I know you're a convicted felon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whose name is that? Whose name is that? Whose name is that? Jason Michael Johnston, born September 14th, 1971. You're 54 years old. Fuck nuts.
Lactose says I heard Mama Bear say something about you using AI to make the documents. I'll put it on my.
Oh, I
right
made
now.
AI. Oh, yeah, I used AI to make these documents, guys. Shreveport City Court. How the fuck can I make documents like that? Wow.
I'll put it on my
You
kids'
are
right
pretty
now.
fucking pathetic, Mama Bear. All due honesty. Okay? All due honesty. But don't worry, Mama Bear, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come after this. Okay? So there you
We'll
go.
have to go back to the power attorney because there's a question in here.
Okay. I'll be more than glad to go
We
back.
will
to
go
that.
back in a
We'll go
minute.
back in a couple minutes. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. And the party witness is Officer John A. Skeen. And this is back in 2020. Really?
Oh, pin the fair use.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
He said, pin the fair use.
And this is a Fair Use Act. This is also known as Public Record, State of Florida versus Jason Michael Johnson, defendant. Oh my goodness. And you were wondering whose fingerprints they were, huh, Mama Bear? Huh, Mama Bear?
You thought they were yours.
Oh my goodness. Whose are those? Well, they ain't my pecker prints, I tell you that. Pretty fucking sad, if you ask me. And you guys want to sit there and degrade everybody else. And you sit there and tell me
Yeah,
that
wasn't sure
that
what
I
you were
come at you and degrade everybody else. This is how you bring me out. This is what you do to me. This is the reaction you get, Mama Bear. Okay? So here's another one. Petition for dissolution of marriage with minor children. Standing order. Dissolution with children. This must have happened when you got a divorce. Huh. Copy of Florida driver's license for Johnson. The issue date is 1/22. Wow. Child support guidelines, notice of social security number for petitioner. Wow. I'm telling you. Pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me. And there's your birthday. Ding, 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 ding. Is that you? Tell me it's not. I'll prove you wrong, fucker. Huh. Were you in the military, Jason?
See, told you those were connected.
Huh? Were you in the military?
Here, the last one, and then you might have to move it to go under the heart to read it. Told you they were connected. Per battery.
False imprisonment. And did you say it was in September 2020? And Mama Bear also has charges for assault. What the hell? Yeah, exactly.
And actually, it's
Very true.
battery, not even assault.
Yeah, it's not even assault. It's battery. Battery's a little bit worse than assault. Wow. Huh. File date was 5/25/2016, and the offense date was 2/12/2007. It doesn't matter how many years ago it was. It doesn't matter, like I said, if it was yesterday, last week, 2 months ago, 20 years ago. You're still a fucking criminal.
All right, watch this.
Okay?
False imprisonment is the same as kidnapping, but they couldn't charge him with kidnapping because he moved the person from place to place.
And that's your name. That's your birthday. Wow. Piece of shit. Certificate of compliance. Jessica Lunsford Act. Wow. Oh my fucking God.
Does anybody know what that is?
Everybody that I deal with that comes up on my
Go
chat
research it.
probably knows what the Jessica Lunsford Act is. Okay?
Pretty serious.
And you want to sit there and say how I lie and how I say and how you sit there and say how I'm a piece of shit. Really? Look in the fucking mirror, you two. Now, this is an application for criminal indigent status. That means he is a poor motherfucker, okay? He's going to sit there and say how he has 4 dependents, how he only makes $100 a week, but he's $80,000 in debt. This is for a public defender. Doesn't matter the date, doesn't matter the year. You a poor motherfucker. You a poor some bitch. Okay?
And it's sad that you
Don't ever sit there, Mama Bear, and knock Tammy for the way she works. Because let me tell you something. My woman, and I'm going to tell you that right now, that's my woman. She'll outwork you any day of the fucking week. So put that in your meth pipe, meth mouth. Oh, driving while license suspended. Habitual revocation. 3rd-degree felony.
And you can't AI a stamp.
Huh.
To say. Just
Huh.
let you know.
Oh my goodness.
That's a real.
Oh my, listen, I am so fucking good at this, guys. I got so many fucking computers and printers in my house. I can do anything you guys want. My next thing is I'm trying to make, some real serious shit. Like I'm really thinking about getting into some really serious shit here. Fucking pathetic you guys are to sit there and say how I can fucking AI these fucking documents. Bullshit. Put 2 and 2 together. If any one of you have any kind of fucking brain upstairs, you'll realize that. Okay? Because Mama Bear, you ain't that fucking smart. I am computer illiterate. I'm just learning how to do this shit. Okay?
And I don't have the time.
So this is the bail bondsman bullshit for Mr. Johnston. Okay? For $1,000 because his bond was 10 grand. So he had to come up with $1,000. Wow.
Hey.
Of course, it's in Naples, Florida. It's a promissory note, a indemnity note agreement, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my God. Birth date, name. Yeah, okay. Might have been 25 years ago, 26 years ago, but still.
That's just part of the case.
It's still. Look, aggravated fleeing and eluding. Drive while license suspended. Revoked. Habitual offender. Battery on LEO, firefighter, EMT, etc. Wow. You is a piece of fucking shit. Okay? Piece of shit.
One thing I could say is when Rob has been had those issues there with me, he never fought an officer. They couldn't say. They even said he was very respectful.
Wow.
Hang on 1 minute. What? What?
So now I'm going to go back to
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go with my Nightbot and add like all the fair use disclaimer shit,
Okay.
so that way he can have it on it. He can use it because that's one thing they can get for your work.
okay.
The fair use and shit. So I just put it up there, and if you notice, it's scrolling down the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Oh, you want him to pin it? Okay. Hang on. Go back to regular.
No, I
Oh,
know. Don't worry
oh,
about
you're
doing
right.
it. I already
Okay.
have
You already
it
did
up on the screen. It's
Okay.
rolling across.
All right. So I noticed that somebody had a question about the power of attorney stuff. So let me get back over here to my camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's learning tonight. I don't know what I'm doing. So.
But good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming in here. You know, and the thing is I don't like doing shit like this.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like doing shit like this.
But
But
I'll keep at it.
All right.
you know, the thing is needless to say, I am tired of people, them, most definitely. I hate it when they call us liars.
Well, we haven't lied about nothing.
When I haven't lied about shit. Okay? This is educational because everyone needs to learn to go to court on your court date and be on time. Very true, Lactose. Very true. You know, that's one thing I can say. No matter what, it doesn't matter what I get in trouble for or I ever got in trouble for, I always went to court. I've never had a bench warrant issued for my arrest. Maybe 30 years ago when I was young, dumb, and okay.
They sat there and tried to make other people look.
But you're
ugly.
not going to sit here and act like you're Miss Innocent, like you've never done shit. Well, let me tell you something. I did speak to Andrew about what you shared with him, okay? And I'm going to play you exactly what Andrew said to me, okay? Because you stated that was from.
We have not got no information from Andrew Hills at all. We're getting this shit on our own.
Absolutely not. It is not the same bullshit she shared with us fucking when she first come around. Just so you know.
Look at that. So needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, I did not get my information from Andrew.
Andrew was shocked when he found out you had a warrant.
And you know, and this lovely person, September Angel, I'm going to take it as a female because not too many males call themselves Angel. Okay. Tax evasion is federal. Yes. Being that they're down there and they're working under the table, that's tax evasion. And no false imprisonment, kidnapping, assaulting people. Do I have to talk to you all like kindergartners and say, keep your hands to yourself? Yes. What does the number 1099 mean to you? 1099. That means you claim your own taxes. That means when you file taxes, you got to put in a 1099. You are responsible for your taxes. Thank you very much, Dippy. So this will show up every time I go live now, hopefully. You know, so like I said earlier, Mama Bear, if you're going to have Tina has a Pina, Lady R, Seen the Darkness, Tammy has a Pina, Yammy has a Pina, whoever the fuck you want to call her this week, make sure she calls the right people. Make sure that when you give her that number, make sure that she has your name, your date of birth, and that case number. Because they're not going to tell you right then and there. They're going to transfer her to the Marshal Department. So, good luck with that. Okay? But, like I said earlier, don't forget, I do have a picture of your car. I do have a picture of your license plate. And I do have the address where your brother lives. And you only live up the road from him, if
Or
not just a
did.
block. Or
Did.
maybe you packed your shit and moved because you're always on the run.
They're not in the same place.
You're
anymore.
always moving.
Why?
You have more addresses than Carter takes liver pills. You are a fake. You are a fraud. You are a fucking criminal. And you deserve to be locked the fuck up. What, Mama Bear? You didn't meet anybody before me that comes at you as hard as I do?
That's why she kept on distracting with the Summers case.
Listen, I've told you this before. Even when you and I were talking, I'm not the one to fucking fuck with. So you have your little peons do your research. But needless to say, I'll have my lovely people continue to do my research.
It
Okay?
has nothing to do with Andrew. Andrew has nothing
And
to do
Andrew
with this.
has nothing to do with this. Nothing at all.
Oh, but when he gets settled, he gets back on his feet.
Dippy, you're on mute. Message her and let her know she's on mute. She's got to keep her fingers off the keyboard. I don't know what the hell she's. Oh, Mama Bear. Anything else you want to clean? Come. You know, and the thing is you sit there and you state that I have stated that I've implicated you in human trafficking, kidnapping. Really? No, I never did. If you have that, I'd like to hear it. Please. And thank you.
No, what it was is I came across Casey Compton's case. And I found the connection with your son. You simply turned around and says, there's no connection. And then 5 seconds later, you were like, oh, no, they knew each other in kindergarten. And then you said, well, then they reunited in 5th grade science class. Well, how is that when they're from 2 different states? And Casey Compton didn't move to Arkansas until years later. How does that happen?
And nobody questions the way your stories change. My stories haven't changed.
And you and Mama Bear and
And-
Connie both even said that about you. That's what they liked about you because your stories.
And
never
I have that
changed.
on video with Connie. That my stories never change. Those words came out of Connie's mouth. Please tell me that I'm fucking wrong so I can prove you fuckers wrong.
And then they don't care when you do prove them wrong because they're too arrogant and too scared to say
People
I was
have-
wrong.
People who have false imprisonment warrants and assault warrants shouldn't be looking for missing kids. God knows what their creepy ass would do if they found. Yeah, tell me about it, Lactose. Tell me about it. I agree 100%, Lactose. I agree. So what else? Because I'm sure we're going to find out a lot more. Yeehaw! I can't wait. You know, you all think I'm still drinking, that I'm still under the influence of alcohol. I can prove to you all day that I don't drink. I can prove to you all day that I get the Vivitrol shot. I can give you blood test results. But in your mind, I am still under the influence.
That's just their way.
Because the problem is that because you motherfuckers are in denial. Because you would expect this to be coming out of me if I was under the influence, not being sober. Okay?
Ready? Prove them wrong. It's going to be a little echoish, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a little. Calm the dogs
Hey.
down, please.
Hey,
We're going to play a little something here. So just everybody bear with. They think Andrew's doing your research. I've never known him to be a good. No, I totally agree, Lactose. Totally agree. Okay. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen.
this is Connie.
This is Connie.
That might take a dial.
And it's never changed. That's why I said it, Mama Bear, that your story, no matter what, over all this time I've known you since October of 22, probably,
Wow.
Listen.
Look at that. Connie states that since she's known me since 2022 or 2021, that my story has never changed. Now all of a sudden, woo, my story, I'm a liar. I lie about everything. Explain that one to me, Connie douchebag. Okay? And then Suzette doesn't understand why I come at you guys like the way I do. I'm not saying nothing negative about Suzette. Nothing. But now I want, yes. Can I be a little harsh sometimes? Yes. But I'm pushed to that point because when you get called a liar so much, when you know you're not lying about something, you can prove them wrong all day long. You can put the facts right there in front of their face, just like I did this evening. And they're still going to say that I'm wrong.
Then they'll repost old shit on Andrew to try to get back at Andrew, all the focus on Andrew and all this and all that. We all know that Andrew is weird in his own way.
Hey, you want to know something? Andrew's Andrew. If you don't know Andrew by now, maybe you shouldn't fucking watch him no more. That's all I'm going to say.
But he is a decent person.
He's not a bad father. Do I disagree with some of his fathering techniques sometimes? Absolutely. Would somebody disagree with mine? Absolutely. Would somebody disagree with yours? Absolutely. We're not perfect parents. By all means, we're not perfect parents.
And the ones you do try to bubble are the ones that actually you got to watch out for.
So, needless to say, Miss Seen the Darkness, Miss Tammy has a peanut, Yammy has a peanut, Hammy has a peanut, Connie has a peanut. Why don't you call that number that Mama Bear put out? Okay. Make sure you have the name, the date of birth, and that case number.
And you'll get the truth.
And you'll get the truth. That there is an active warrant for Miss Jeanette Smith.
Where if she does get pulled over or in trouble and they run her name.
So needless to say, she's never had cops walk through her house. And if she has, she did not give them her legal name. Okay?
I wonder why she has so many different names. Okay, marriage is one thing, but.
And then you want Mr. Johnson? Come on, you habitual offender.
And I do think it's kind of weird how your husband just passed away.
Who's worried about Andrew? Did he ever kidnap or false imprison anyone? Not to my knowledge,
and
Lactose.
Who's the one that look like Andrew is a peps?
No. You know, and that's the
Mama Bear.
That's the thing. Mama Bear,
Sick.
Mama Bear and them always come. Well, Mama Bear more than anybody else sits there and says, pedos, fucking pedophiles, predators. Really? The ones that say it the most are usually the ones that it is. So, Mama Bear, like you ask everybody else, like you've asked me, like you've asked Tammy, like you've asked Andrew multiple times. Mama Bear, where's Summer? Mama Bear, where's Casey Compton? Where's her clothes? This is just in my opinion. I'm asking a legit question. You know, you can ask all the questions and you expect answers. Well, I give you answers. I give you facts and you can't accept that. So you know what?
See, that's just like when I put the video of when Mama Bear messaged me asking me to create a fake Facebook. Now, Connie, you're coming at me about that, trying to make it okay. I do have different accounts on YouTube. Mama Bear knows about those accounts. But she personally messaged me on Facebook asking me to create a fake Facebook, making the person 26, 27 years of age, so that way she can stalk that person. You're still, and then you go right back to my account, YouTube. It's not the same thing. So you're saying it's okay. I know my accounts, laughing my ass off. The Ginger. You want me to keep going?
Lactose asked the question. Tammy thought she recorded it, but it didn't record. So if I have to call back there tomorrow for me to record it, I will. Don't you worry about that. And I will put that up there too. Don't you fucking worry about that, Lactose. I will make sure I have evidence and I have proof of that phone call stating that she has an active warrant.
If you open up your email, you'll find that one the picture that I sent you.
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, I wonder why. I'll post it.
So, who's lying? That's what I want to know. Because I cannot legally make up documents like that or even paperwork like that.
Come on, man.
No, because I believe they're closed, Lactose. Because the number is actually considered to the city court, and then they transfer you to the marshals.
I mean, I'll still call them back,
We'll still call them back. Don't worry
But
about that.
I'll put it on-
I'll get it on video.
But
I'll get it on recording.
but I will put it on my kids and grandkids that I called them this morning and talked to them for a little over 7 minutes.
Little over 7 minutes.
I'm that confident. People that are telling me I'm crazy for doing that, I'm that confident in my truth that I can do that.
But I promise you right now, Lactose, I will. No. I don't. Nope. I didn't. I actually called the city court and they actually transferred me right to the marshals. Because it's in the marshal's hands now. In that one file right there that I have, it says Marshall and his name.
They actually told me to hold on, and I had to wait a couple of minutes.
Yeah, she actually had to wait like 2 minutes before she was transferred for somebody to pick up. And the woman that did pick up on the marshal end was very, very sweet and did run their name, did run their birthday, and did run that case number. And yes, that warrant is still active.
Quit your shit.
I believe you, but I know they will twist it every way possible, like they're saying the documents are AI. Listen, it's okay. It's all right, hey, Lactose. But I will tell you right now, I will call again, and I will make sure this time it is recorded.
All right, put it this way.
Absolutely. Absolutely will.
I'll give one to Jason. I called up the Bell's bondman, and they ended up pulling it on him, so he's good.
He's good so far.
Am I lying about that though?
Until we find out more shit about him. Marshals can go into any state. Yes, I know that. I know that very well. For the fact is, because my ex-girlfriend's stepfather was a marshal, and he used to travel all through the United States, picking people up. So I know that. And if you would like the confirmation on that, I'm sure I could get a hold of her, and she'd probably be more than glad to come up on panel too.
So Mama Bear, why don't you call?
So Mama Bear, why don't you call the city court? And why don't you have them transfer you to the marshal? And why don't you run your name and your date of birth and give them that case number and see what you come up with? See if our stories coincide.
Very true,
Huh?
Lactose. They can twist it all they want because I know I go to bed with the truth.
Now I know Mama Bear has those idiots completely brainwashed if they believe she's innocent, because innocent people don't run. That's why they're called U.S. Marshals. Absolutely. Laughed my ass off. My grandfather was chief of police. I love it.
So my next thing
So
is,
let me guess. Let me guess. I'm lying again, huh, Connie? How is it that everybody's lying but her? Explain that to me. But just like Lactose just said, completely, those idiots completely are brainwashed. Idiots. Idiots. We're not going to use the R word I'll use fucktard, okay? But you guys are fucking idiots. And Mama Bear, what are you going to strike me over? How can you prove that those are false documents? Trust and believe, I'm not that good at fucking computers. And that's very true, Lactose. Everyone is lying but her. So there must be some kind of truth. You know, you sit there and you do a short, you do a live, you do this, you do that. Jessica's lying all the fucking time. Dippy's lying all the time. Connie says that I'm lying. I lie about everything. But still, you guys cannot prove what I'm lying about. What am I lying about? Please explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader. Because like I said to you before and earlier, Mama Bear, I do have a high school diploma. I graduated. Yes, I should have went into the service. Or yes, I should have went to college. But I chose not to. But I'm still pretty fucking smart. Smarter than the bitch bears. Okay?
You know, when you guys say that with the Kool-Aid, you guys and some of them people on that side, you guys remind me so much of the rescue world. It's not even funny when you say that, because that's exactly when, like, the one side of the rescue is frauding versus the good rescues. That's the word form that they use, is the Kool-Aid thing.
So, Mama Bear, please explain to me how I fabricated that. How I fabricated those documents. How I made them up. For one, I don't have a printer. I don't have, per se, you need a program, okay? And for one, if I did that, that would be falsifying documents.
And go ahead, because if that cops are ever get involved,
That's not me.
That we're not falsifying anything.
So you can have all the law enforcement come to my house. I'll pull up everything on my computer just for them to prove you, dumbass, wrong. Okay?
No, we can't. She's using it.
Oh.
No, we can't hear
No,
you.
I can't hear you.
But
It
she's
looked
not
like,
on.
yeah, you're not up on panel. It looked like it had the Shreveport logo at the top, so I'm guessing you can find them on the Shreveport. That's what I'm saying, Lactose. If I did that myself, and then there's a stamp, listen, you cannot falsify shit like that. I'm sorry. Maybe they can, but I'm not.
There's no reason to.
I don't need to falsify documents. If I'm guilty of something, I'll tell you I'm guilty. I'm guilty. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. No, you're good. I like the Kool-Aid.
That's
The
how I
Kool-Aid
know
reference.
they're frauds. And that's how I know that they're as fake as they are, because of that logo. Or the name, whatever you want to call it. And I shut down a rescue that was a fraud. Because she was drinking the wrong Kool-Aid.
So, Mama Bear, the ball's in your court now. Prove me wrong. Okay? Prove me wrong. Make sure when you call, you video it. You record that. So I want to hear it. I want to hear them say that. Miss Jeanette, you do not have an active warrant, because your phone call and my phone call are not going to match up. But make sure you get the marshals on the phone. Okay? Don't call the local sheriffs. It's in Marshall's hands now. You're a wanted fucking fugitive. No matter where you go in the United States, they will come and get you.
And somehow that's connected with the imprisonment.
Okay? So, listen. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Huh? Hey, Mama Bear. Did you like that fucking rabbit that came out of my hat? I did.
Yes.
Magic little wabbit.
Yes,
Did
I
you
can,
call
but I
that bail
researched
bondsman
it, and what
see
it
the
is
power of
there,
attorney was about?
there was I believe it has something to do with he didn't have anybody to either sign certain paperwork. So he gave the bondsman permission to be an active
For like
power of
any
attorney.
for like any kind of papers that needed to be signed, they could sign the papers
And
for
I
him
can look
because
at
he
that.
was because that bail bondsman was the power of attorney. Say something, being that bail bondsman was the power of attorney, say something happened to him personally, health wise, I would believe, in my opinion, power of attorney would say, hey, you know what? This is he doesn't choose to live this way or whatever. Say that he was on life support. He doesn't choose to live this way. We can pull the plug, more or less. That's the way I'm looking at it. There's many different ways you can look at power of attorney. Any kind of court deal, any kind of documents that would have to be signed, say that he was in prison or in jail or whatever the case may be, and the documents couldn't get to him, or he couldn't sign them in front of I can't explain that shit. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself, the Jessica Lunsford Act. So false imprisonment, it doesn't, being that, per se, in my opinion, if that involved a minor child, they cannot actually disclose that. I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that.
Plus, a bondsman recommends that you get a power of attorney, but
Yeah.
I believe that there's a certain reason why he maybe not wanted the person that he might have been with at the time to be the power of attorney because you put her name on a paper.
Yeah, that's
what I
the
mean?
only thing I can think of is maybe maybe he didn't put her name on the paper, maybe because she was wanted too. Or depending on who he was with at the time. Maybe he didn't trust them. Trust the person he was with. You don't ever hear of him talk about his family, so he must not have a relationship with his kids. I'm not sure about his parents. I know his stepdad just passed away last year. Did he ever even have a real relationship with that man? Probably not. I don't know. Just in my opinion, probably not. Did he have a relationship with his mother and father? I don't know. In my opinion, probably not.
Oh, that could be why. But no, I even called them this morning, and I don't know what words they used. Something about they dropped it or something. I don't know.
Let's see. A bail bondsman acts as a power of attorney because they are authorized by a Serenity Insurance Company to legally bind that company to a bond, guaranteeing a defendant's court appearance. This limited power of attorney allows the agent to pledge the insurance company's financial assets to the court, making them, and not the client, the authorized representative for that specific legal action. So there we go. That's what the power of attorney means for a bail bondsman. So do you think he was a RSO and they took him off the list, kind of like Andrew's brother? Well, technically, we're going to get this straight right here. Technically, in the state of Florida, Andrew's brother is still on the RSO registry. But this is where it gets a little, okay? Because his level is so low, New York State does not recognize it. But the state of Florida does.
That's fine.
So in New York, you have level 1, level 2, and level 3. He would be considered as a level 1, if not lower, because New York State does not have him as a RSO.
And I found that out because
Tammy personally called Florida and New York and talked to both people.
But the number Mama Bear wanted me to call was the wrong number to call to find that information out. I actually literally, physically called not only Florida registry, but also the New York registry. And that's how I learned that he's not registered in the state of New York where it actually technically happened. Compared to moving to Florida, because I know for a fact, because I know a situation with this, that Florida is one of the roughest states to live in and get in trouble when it comes to rape, burglary, larceny. They are very heavy on putting people away for that shit.
Yes, Lactose, he did marry that woman, and they have kids together. I talked to Josh, his brother. I talked to him. Josh is actually Josh is pretty cool, to be honest with you.
You can look up to from 25 years and up just for jumping in someone's car, taking the keys out of the ignition and throwing them across the yard. Florida ain't no joke. Wonder why you can't hear her.
Okay. The Jessica Lunsford Act is as follows. On September 1st, 2005, the Jessica Lunsford Act took effect, significantly altering Florida's sexual offender and predator registration laws. It resulted in tougher registration requirements and increased penalties for violations. It requires electronic monitoring for certain sexual offenders placed on supervision and will require the courts to order electronic monitoring for designated sexual offenders and predators who violate probation or community control. The act also requires a sexual predator or offender to report in person twice a year to the sheriff's office in the county in which he or she resides. Failure to comply with this requirement is a third-degree felony. Extends the period for a petition to remove a sexual predator designation from 20 to 30 years for those designated after September 1st, 2005. Provides criminal offense for offenders failing to respond to address verification. Provides a criminal offense for those who assist, harbor, or conceal a sexual predator or sexual offender in eluding law enforcement or provides false information. So, this is my question. Being that the one paperwork that he had mentions the Jessica Lunsford Act, okay? Can Mama Bear get in trouble for that? Because I'm sure if he has anything to do with that act, he's supposed to notify anybody about his change of address. They are supposed to know where he is at all times. So is she harboring a fugitive maybe? I don't know. That's in my opinion. See, everybody has opinions, like assholes. Everybody has one. Correct? Provides a criminal offense for a person who alters, tampers, damages, or destroys any court-ordered electronic monitoring equipment. Provides a life felony and 25-year mandatory minimum term of imprisonment for committing a lewd or lascivious molestation on a child under 12 when the offender is 18 or older. If not life imprisonment, provides for a split sentence for a person convicted of a life felony for a lewd and lascivious molestation on or after 9/1/05 to elude electronic monitoring for the duration of the defendant's natural life. If the probationer or offender is a registered sexual predator offender, a court finding is required with regard to the danger the person poses to the public prior to his or her release on bail. So I don't know. It's really fucked up. I know around my state they have to go to a designated area on Halloween night, I guess because kids are out at night in vulnerable situations. That's possible. Yes, certain areas, yes, they do have that Lactose. I know that. Me personally, In my opinion, I believe we should have an eye for an eye. For somebody to do that to a child, no. Why are we going to pay for that motherfucker to be in a state prison or a federal? It doesn't matter. They don't deserve to be there. Why are we going to take care of them for the rest of their lives? They're still breathing. Now look at what that child has to go through for the rest of its life.
Making them
Okay.
feel like it's something they did wrong.
It would be aiding and abetting and harboring a fugitive on both of them because they both have warrants. Ooh. Yes, very true. You know, but this is what happens when you continuously call people liars and they pull shit up on you. So needless to say, Mama Bear, make sure you make that call tomorrow. I'm waiting. Come on, make that call. Make that call, Mama Bear. Make that call. That's what you do to me.
And
Make that call.
My question.
Prove me wrong that you don't have a fucking active warrant. Make sure you call the fucking court. Make sure you have them transfer you to the marshals. Give them your name, your birth date, your file number, your case number. Guaranteed you have an active warrant. So, what do you need? I just did. I just read it.
Oh, okay.
Again, I just checked my goddamn messenger.
And then there's a reason why we're doing this in steps. Because we're still getting things together. But my question is I found out through the grapevine that Cassie Compton's sister's father is a Ballard.
Really? You inbreded fucks. I knew it. Huh.
Just putting that out there.
Huh. Boy,
And that poor sister's still looking for her sister.
Boy, you guys get around to all kinds of fucking cow pastures, don't you? What do you guys think? This is a fucking living livestock fucking farm or something around here? You guys can just breed with anybody? Sick fucks. That's what you are. Sick fucks. You should be ashamed of yourself. I heard her admit to the warrants once and said she wasn't taking care of it like she didn't deserve it because she was protecting her child. I call bullshit. Yeah, that's the thing. She says that this warrant supposedly that I'm the one that I pulled up today. She says it was for, I heard Cattle King say that it was for protecting her child. Well, just like she said that this is the one that she said to Andrew. And I brought that up to Andrew and you heard Andrew point blank say no. No.
I think they're two different instances, but also what was she protecting her daughter from?
But then she's gonna.
She didn't explain
But
that.
then she's gonna brag how she did it. Like, really? You're a low. Listen, I wouldn't let you lick the. If you were starving, Mama Bear, I wouldn't let you lick the dog shit off my shoe to even give you that little flavor in your mouth.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that, and I questioned that too, Lactose.
Who is it? I heard him, yeah, unless Jason was holding her child where said false imprisonment charges came from because they're the same dates. Yeah, true. But you want to know something? He still got charged with it. That's the thing. He still got charged with it. Is it off his record? We don't know.
Tammy, have him check it again, please. I asked it a specific question. That's the answer.
You know, that's the thing. We'll soon find out. But it's pretty sad when when they sit there and they call everybody else liars.
Check, there's a specific question.
Like where?
In your messenger. I don't know. It just sounds like a whole big, huge mess with them guys.
This is why it would be attached to a criminal record.
If it's what I think it is, she's a piece of shit of a woman doing that to Taylor.
Posted on October 2nd, 2010, the Jessica Lunsford Act was basically passed in order to track certain defendants upon their release from jail by the use of a GPS system. It was originally designed to be used against serial pedophiles, but its application has been broadened to people accused of other crimes against children and those defendants deemed a danger to children. It's important that your friend discuss this and other important issues regarding her case and criminal history with her lawyer in person. She should definitely seek experienced criminal defense counsel because of the potential long-term consequences of her situation. You know, so there's a lot of, you know, it's like, I don't know.
And why was Mama Bear so set on the reservoirs and the water and the ponds and the lakes out of the blue when it came to the Casey Compton case?
Was that a witness or a victim on that one page? I bet she has stories to tell. I want to say, don't quote me, but I think it was a witness.
But a victim can also be a witness.
Yeah. So it is about crimes against children.
I'm going to look
crazy
into that
and
further,
scary. Thank
Lactose,
goodness her
tonight.
children are safe now. Yeah, very true. Thank God her children are safe now. Now I truly understand why her youngest took off. Left.
Good for
Lives
her.
where she lives. Good for her. Because she definitely deserves to be happy, to be safe, and not have to worry about it. But she still does, for the fact is, because just like Mama Bear said today, Taylor, you should reach out to your family because your biological is in the hospital.
She's trying
to lure her back in. To make her feel like a piece of shit because she sits there and says on the one short, now, Taylor, you should tell them that you're lying about everything. Why are you still lying? Listen, Mama Bear, I haven't talked to Taylor. See, you think I'm getting my information from Taylor, Andrew, Roe, Dippy, Ghost.
none of the above.
Wrong. Again.
They may verify questions.
You and Connie should get on the same fucking bus.
I just sent it to
The
you.
one that's going the wrong fucking way. Because you're both wrong on a lot of your shits. I'm going to tell you that. So a witness seen some happening, otherwise why would they be?
Well, congrats on that witness then, to be honest with you. Oh, exactly. Even back when we were talking, me and Mama Bear were talking and Taylor got brought up and stuff, and the way she was talking about her own daughter, I, in my opinion, thought that was weird. Because no matter what, my kids come to me for something, I believe them straight up, right at the beginning, regardless if they're lying or not, and then go from there. But my first instinct as a mother is to believe my child.
Okay, so I got one for you. Maybe somebody else can explain this to me. When I first found out about the oldest, the son, being adopted, and when I said something, Mama Bear didn't say anything. Suzette is the one that stated on a live, we don't know what you're talking about. Mama Bear does not have a child that was adopted. So, this is my question.
We're looking into it, Lactose.
Okay. If she can lie about that, You guys are sisters. You guys love each other. You consider yourselves the Bitch Bear Mafia. You all stand behind each other. If she can lie about that, what else has she lied to you guys about? But like Seeing the Darkness says, it doesn't matter. And like Suzette said once before, it doesn't matter because she's my friend and I love her and I'm going to stand behind her. So it doesn't matter what she's found guilty of, huh? I hope you have enough money
Very
to send
true,
her
actually.
for her fucking commissary when she gets locked the fuck up. Seriously. Because that should be a key that should be thrown the fuck away. Because somebody like that does not deserve to be out on the streets.
And it's weird. Mama Bear side's the only one. I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird about the Casey Compton case where they're focused only on two people. And that's Cassie Compton and that one other lady. But I'm not going to say her name because they know who I'm talking about.
Dippy, are you going to fucking finally join this
I
time?
had to send it to her. They only they kept on pushing that other woman into that case.
You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Oh my God, who's that? Is that my Dippy Doodah?
Oh my fucking God, dude. For some reason, my laptop was not letting me come in. I could not
That's
get it off
operator
fucking
error.
mute. Oh,
It's
kiss my
operator
ass.
error. Don't blame it on the fucking laptop.
Shut up.
Mama Bear, we're not indicating you in anything. You're just
I
talking
still
a
love you,
little
Deb.
too much.
I could never defend anyone with false imprisonment charges like Tammy said. It's the same as kidnapping, but you don't move your victim from place to place. Exactly. And you want to know something? The thing is, they sit there and say, they talk about children. I would never. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know Dippy that well. I know her. We talk on a daily basis. We may video chat. We may do lives and shit like that. But let me tell you something. I know her husband, Dan, ain't all there. And I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. Okay. But let me tell you something. If Dippy ever fucking contacted me and said how somebody did something to her child, I would be the first one to fucking go down there and help Dan look for that motherfucker and take care of business.
I'll tell you what.
That's a guarantee.
My youngin. Woo, you people would never know what the fuck hit you. I'm telling you, that ain't a
Because
threat.
I
That's a
have no
motherfucking promise.
problem in doing the rest of my life in prison over a fucking child.
But the sad part is there's certain things that she does and says, Mama Bear I'm talking about, that is straight up obvious that she's guilty about certain things. I'm not going to say what she's guilty about. But the way she speaks, the way she comes at it, the way she goes about it, the way certain people come to her defense. You're telling me other people can't catch on to that? When we have how many people that did catch on to that? And it just took maybe one or two people to speak up to continue doing what we're doing now?
I got something to add on that. Okay, so the reason why none of us actually really even did any of that, it wasn't because we didn't want to. It's really, we just didn't give a fuck about her. She is absolutely irrelevant in our day-to-day fucking lives. But since she wants to keep on and on with all her bullshit with them motherfuckers over there, then so be it. You get done what gets done. I mean, like, you deserve it. What the fuck is this saying that I'm looking for much? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You
but listen.
deserve whatever you get, you deserve in return. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
And
It comes right down to that saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
You think about it, I only put certain topics out there, certain words out there, and they react in the way that only a guilty one would react. If you guys can't see that, then you're dumber than your average bear.
Well,
and then you have Yammy or Hammy has a Pina keeps on making comments thinking that I'm going to give her the information, the number. Listen, the information is up there. That's her name. That's her date of birth. That's her file number. Call the court system. They'll transfer her to the marshals and they'll tell her that Miss Mama Bear has a fucking active warrant.
And tell them she has a YouTube channel so they can laugh at you for her being an advocate for children. Because I'm sorry. If I had a missing kid, she'd be the last motherfucker I called out.
You are not fucking kidding me. You are not kidding me there.
Investigation, and I noticed that, and I even tried to tell her when I was friends with her. Quit. Calm down. Start over. Start fresh, because you're going up the wrong tree. As soon as she wouldn't let go of Andrew, I knew something was weird about that. And the only thing I could think of is because Andrew was friends with people that had information on her. Think about it. The two main people that have stuff on them people are the two main people they didn't want us talking to. And that's why they flipped out.
Listen,
when we moved Andrew in here.
They never wanted me to really physically talk to Andrew about shit. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. They never wanted me to talk to you, Jessica, or fucking Ro.
And I don't know why. They act like I know so much shit. I might know, but if you don't bring it up to me, I'm not going to remember because, like I said, they are irrelevant to me.
Funny thing is, I never heard anything about your situation until Actorite said something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's dead on my ass for some reason. Bitch, you ain't never going to be able to touch me. I'm invincible. To you, anyway.
well, see, that's the thing. Dip, if I do something wrong, I have no problem admitting to when I'm wrong.
Exactly.
Okay. But don't sit there and tell me how you've called this law enforcement, have you called that law enforcement, have you made this phone call, and have you made that phone call? I'm still waiting for these fuckers to knock on my door.
I tell you right now, if she called Gloversville and the other town that many times, my own cousin would have came to my house and says, "What the hell is going on?"
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if she would have called my county and said some shit about me, I've got several family members that work in the sheriff's department.
There you go.
Yeah, them motherfuckers would let me know before they were at my door.
Yeah. I got many family members that work in law enforcement. I got a cousin that, listen, let's just go there. Albany County State Troopers, Bethlehem, Greene County, Ulster County,
Orange County.
Really?
But what I'm saying is if it is true about the Casey Compton case, I'm telling you right now, accident or not, but what they did to her,
it's just sad that
sickening and sad.
Well, the thing is what's sickening and sad is that, they call themselves child advocates, but they only want to work on one thing. They don't want to work on all of it. They only want to pick and choose. Why?
And they want to go after the family members, not look outside of everybody else.
It makes her look like she did her kids phenomenally. Think about it.
Listen, Mama Bear, you are definitely not getting the Mother of the Year award. I'll tell you that.
Hell, none of us are going to get the Mother of the Year award, but she definitely want to get it.
Dippy, have you ever falsely imprisoned or kidnapped anyone? Yes, she kidnapped Dan, and she falsely imprisoned him every fucking night.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I kidnapped him on March 28th, 2008, and that motherfucker's still in my bedroom.
That is scary if that is with the Jessica Land.
That's what I'm saying.
Act.
So that's that's what everybody wants to know. Why is it in his file? So did we just have to do a little bit more digging and find out why?
That's kind of weird.
Ask away.
I guess
seriously, that's fucking weird that they would incorporate a RSO act in with his traffic.
Right.
There's something wrong there. Like either they did it, either they missed something and put it in there by accident, or there's something that we are missing.
That's a serious mistake.
I know, but that's why I said there's something we're missing.
That's something we're missing because they're not just going to put that in there accidentally.
Well, I mean, I've seen worse shit, but just saying,
Now that I look at their history and their past.
But I do have a question.
Yes.
Very, very serious question. When the fuck have we ever said that woman fucking kidnapped or trafficked anybody?
That's what I'm saying. I never stated that she ever trafficked, kidnapped, or anything, or unalived a child. I want her to prove to me that I didn't say that. Because every time I tell them to prove to me that I've said something,
Okay,
they
well,
they
Snow
never
did
do.
bring something up to me earlier. Like the only thing that she can think of, and that made me think too, was when how like every time she gets into it with somebody, she always wants to bring up, so where's Summer? She'll ask that person, where's Summer?
Well, I
Well,
just
we did ask her where Summer was, so maybe that's where she got that from. But still, it doesn't
kind
make
of like
any
kind of like I asked her in the beginning of the live after I showed all those pictures. Hey, Mama Bear, where's Summer? You asked us all that question. We're going to ask you now. Another question: where's Casey Compton? Where's her clothes? What body of water is she in? In my opinion, I have a right to ask questions, just like she does.
It's just too coincidentally with the connections. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nobody could tell me any different.
I agree with you. I mean, it's
Like I said,
I never heard of that case until Mama Bear brought it up to me.
and she's claiming she only knew about it back in 2021, I believe.
No,
Her main
I remember
concern
when she
is
brought it up.
the main concern to her is not where she is or what happened to her or who's connected or what did that poor girl go through. Her main concern is the reservoir and the lakes and the water and stuff like that.
She said something to me about she said literally, I can't remember exactly, but it was like along the lines like my family members or something to do with it. So I do remember a little bit, but it's like it was so long ago, I can't remember exactly for word what she said. But I do remember her saying that something affiliated with her family for some reason.
Right.
Well, I just found out today that Casey Compton's sister's father is a baller.
Is a what?
Is
a baller. Casey Compton's sister's father is a Ballard.
Oh, okay, Ballard.
Now this is another question that I have for Mama Bear. What about that garage fire? I noticed that you lost a vehicle.
she's got people believing it's a different thing.
Did you owe this man money for working on your vehicle and you didn't want to pay?
Are we back to the truck?
Yeah. Is it an insurance fraud? Is it one way of getting out of paying your mechanic bill?
Well, I got two paperwork.
In my opinion, that's a little shady right there because it's pretty bad when you have the pictures on your Facebook. Wow. What a coincidence again.
We're not talking about 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures.
No.
We're talking tons.
Well, honestly, now I'm wondering because they assaulted and false imprisoned someone 9 months before Summer went missing, and the way they jump states. I thought the same thing, Lactose. I thought the same
My
thing
stomach is
because
turning.
I've never seen anybody or met anybody in my life that has moved as much as they have.
I mean, I moved around a lot as a child, but that's just.
I did too, but that's because my mom was a wandering gypsy. Yeah. I mean, a wandering Jew. I'm sorry.
A wandering Jew. Yeah, there's a difference. Hey, there's a difference between a wandering Jew and a wandering
But
gypsy.
I also heard that the night of the fire, Mama Bear called somebody and was talking to her and wanted her to stay on the phone for at least 2 hours. Guess what time the fire was being somewhat put out? Started to getting put out by the fire station. 3:15 in the morning. Is that a coincidence?
The fire department.
Yeah, fire department. Fire people.
I was going to say fire marshal.
We're going to say fire people.
The marshal is over the fire department.
Yeah.
Yes, Lactose. Very true. They got those charges on 9/20/20 and Summer went missing 6/21. That's 9 months. Very true.
Oh,
very true.
Okay.
So there's a lot of questions here.
My stomach is.
There's a lot of questions, But then they sit there and she sits there and says how she's never lived in what?
Fayetteville. We never heard. We never said anything about Fayetteville at all.
No.
Never.
My daughter lived in Fayetteville, Arkansas for a little bit.
You know, and I don't know. Just certain things aren't adding up yet.
And then
But I'm sure they will. Because
Maybe
see,
I
it's like,
shouldn't have said that.
you know, it's like a big puzzle. We're going to put it all together. And it's going to be one big boom when it all comes together.
I don't know. Just something in my stomach has me stuck on this Casey case.
All right, let's see. I'm confused. What was that about the fire department at 3 something? The way it worked was Mama Bear, supposedly,
Jason wasn't home.
Jason wasn't home. Their vehicle, their truck, was at a garage. Well, that garage caught fire. Mama Bear was out. Huh? Mama Bear called someone and told them to keep her on the phone for at least 2 hours. Well, the fire department didn't get there to that fire until like 3:15 in the morning at that garage that burnt.
So it wasn't called in until like, I think it was called in maybe about 15, 20 minutes after she called that person. I think.
We'll get verification.
Allegedly, because I don't want to say that's exactly.
No, we'll get
but
verification. I believe they lived a lot of places they don't admit, and probably no record of them there since they're indigent and was homeless for years. Yeah, I agree. Now, now this is my question. You know, with all the addresses that have been pulled up on Mama Bear, you notice that 1 year is missing?
Except for 1 month of it.
2014. Go back into those pictures of mine, and which I'll post them. I'll bring them up.
I got more addresses though than what you got.
And nothing on that I have.
Oh, no, I gave him a lot of addresses earlier. Oh, fucking shitload.
Just like she's lived at least two places in New Mexico. I found a second one.
So if you're not running from anybody, why move? Why move around so much? So
Arkansas, I think it was in Arkansas. Might have been Louisiana.
The state was
It's either Arkansas or Louisiana.
No, it was Louisiana, and I believe it was Davenport. It was on 1400 block, I believe. I found the news clipping for it. And I know it's the same building because it matches the pictures in her Facebook.
Yep.
Like I said, Mama Bear.
Facebook is a paper trail.
And I'm very good at research on Facebook.
You know, they sit there and they say that I do this for the views. I do this for the clicks. I don't do this for the clicks and the views. I've said it multiple times before, Dip. I can give 2 fucks about the views. I can give 2 fucks about the clicks. I don't care.
I don't either.
I'm doing it to prove people wrong. There is a lot of fucking scammers out here. A lot of scammers. And it's people like them that give the people that do have a heart and that do take children's cases seriously. They make them look like assholes because they can't even do anything right.
Because, you know, as a whole, the true crime community as a whole looks bad. Not just the person that's doing it, but it makes all of us in all different sectors of the true crime community look like assholes.
Very true. Very true.
You do. You just got to know how to word and how to do it. And like I said, don't forget, I was friends with her for a while. So there's things that I read on her Facebook. So I would go back with memory. I'd go back through our messages. And then things started clicking in. And like I said, the case was presented to me and I was told to go look into it. So I personally went and looked into it without any information from any of you guys, anybody. And I found a connection with her son. That's how I knew he was most likely adopted, because of the different name. And that's when she had Seen the Darkness come out and say, well, anybody can have their last names if they want to change it. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, but you have to have the money to do that.
Yes. I have a cousin that her name was Keene, which is Yankee spelled backwards. When she got to a certain age, she hated that name. So she went and asked my uncle, can I change my name? He's like, well, I really don't want to, because he was a big Yankees fan. So he called his daughter Keene. She ended up changing it to Kelly. So yes, it is possible. I'm not saying it's not, but not in this case. So that's how I found out he was. That's when we started putting the word out that he was adopted, and it was verified.
Tammy, do me a favor. Don't ever tell my daughter that, because she cannot stand her name.
What'd she say?
Don't ever tell my daughter that, because she can't stand her name.
She hates her fucking name, man. She's like, you could have named me anything in the world, but you got to name me this. I liked
All right,
it.
we'll
It was
see you in a
pretty.
little while.
Wife said I have to do dishes, and she cooked dinner tonight.
You seem like you got a cool ass wife, Lactose.
Boy,
Not
it's my
really.
hellboy, huh? It's my hellboy.
But anyway, so I started looking into it, and I went and I researched other people's names, and that's how I found the connection with her son. And then that's when she turned around and says, well, no. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, he knew her in kindergarten, then knew her back in 5th grade, da 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 da. Well, Casey Compton is not from Arkansas. She's from Oklahoma, I believe.
How the hell does somebody date in kindergarten?
That's what I'm saying. Really?
Did my girl ever came to me and said I got a boyfriend, like
I
a
love
real
you.
boyfriend in kindergarten? I would kicked her ass, man. The fuck? You ain't not got no boyfriend. Hell no, not 5 years old. What the fuck's wrong with you?
And listen, it's like even in 5th grade, it's still, you're like, no, you don't have a boyfriend.
That's puppy love.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, though, she screwed up when she said that, because it doesn't make sense for the simple fact that
Where is
Casey
Sandra?
Compton didn't move to Arkansas until years after she was born.
Get up here and say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Hey, my name's Hellboy.
And then now I
Oh,
find
look
out
at
that her
that.
sister's father is a baller.
Say, my name's Hellboy.
Valid.
Daddy's boy. Daddy's boy.
It's just sad, because you look at her life that she did have. She didn't have that great of life. Just like that other girl that she has the video of the cop calling thing. You could tell she had a broken life. So what is it with these young girls that get mixed up, not only with her son, but I'm sure her other siblings,
There's Andrew.
that have issues and broken homes and have sadness
All
and
kids have little boyfriends and girlfriends.
abandonment
but never
issues.
Date. That's ridiculous unless you're raising a floozy. Exactly, Lactose, exactly.
My brother.
Would you allow your... Would you... Huh?
There he is.
Who's in there?
My brother.
Oh,
Fucker.
Andrew. Bandit, knock it off.
Look,
Andrew,
you said
since I got
Andrew and Bandit started barking.
since I got you on here, Andrew, what I showed you earlier, does that have anything to do with what Mama Bear showed you 4.5 years ago?
Come here, boy.
You missed the good shit, and it's on.
That's why I wish I knew everybody back in the day, because I could have started this a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sure he can go back and watch it. Lactose. This will be one live, ladies and gentlemen, that I do not privatize. So have fun with it, Mama Bear. Thank you very much, Andrew, for sending me that confirmation.
But the reason why we're privating them has nothing to do with what you guys think.
No, I'm just being an asshole when I privatize them. Andrew's showing me, between Andrew and maybe Dippy, they're showing me a little tricks of the trade here,
Between me and Andrew, we'll get you set.
Yeah, between you and Andrew, I'll be a fucking professional.
He'll learn how to do it better than we did.
Probably. Andrew, do you know what the Jessica Lunsford Act is? Because Jason is on it, and it's something to do with kids.
Oh my God!
Mama Bear is a liar. No. Andrew, what gives you that fucking listen, what gives you that thought right there? That Mama Bear's a liar. She doesn't lie. She tells the truth about everything. Everybody else lies.
I'm a meeting.
Oh, fifth grade, however, I heard the communication taken out of public school and homeschool. Yes, very true. Very true, September Angel. I heard the same thing. Dip, dip, hey girl, hey.
Let me mute. Hold on.
Yeah, so you have to go back and rewatch my live, Andrew. I won't privatize this one because I think people would want to watch it. I think they would want to really look at the paperwork that I provided. Paul, do you want to stay?
And it's not to otherwise look at the track. It's considered a track record, really.
It's called a paper trail. That's what it is. Paper trail sucks. You know what? We named this live well. Hunting criminals. We're not hunting rabbits. We're hunting criminals. But I did pull the magic rabbit out of my motherfucking hat. So, Mama Bear, let's see where your magic rabbit
But
goes.
the more and more I get involved in this, the more and more I feel bad for her youngest.
You
daughter.
got to say it like Andrew. Hey, girl, hey.
Girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
My brother would fucking hammer that shit.
Mama Bear loves to play victim. What the proof shows she is all. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Dan said, asking Mama Bear to do anything is like wasting your breath and time.
Exactly. Yes, yes. Thor, stop. Lay down,
Right.
be a good boy.
My husband has a whole lot to say about them fucking worthless
I'm
people.
sure he
but-
does. I'm sure he does.
'cause, you know, he's always around whenever I'm on the phone with somebody, as
Yep.
you guys notice.
Oh, yeah.
Like he will be gone all day long, but as soon as that phone rings, I hit that live button, he's right there. Like, where the fuck you come from?
He wants to come out and play too, you know.
He does. He loves, and then he's like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. And then he gets all into it, especially
Yep.
if you mention can't get right. Oh Lord Almighty, that man's got a lot to say about her.
Yes, lactose. Apparently, they're the predators because predators hold people hostage, false imprisonment, and kidnap people. Yeah. But that's the problem. I never said they ever kidnapped anybody. I never said they kidnapped anybody. I never said they unalived anybody. I never said anything about them fucking trafficking anybody. These are all words that they automatically put in people's mouths. Prove to me that I've said them.
Yeah.
They can't because I never said it.
I wanted to heat them up. And they said in there it got cold.
Was it thick enough for you?
Predators happy. Jessica works for that on their.
I just I ate 2 pieces already out this down. The other ones got cold enough, but I'm gonna heat them up.
You know, it's just a shame that I had to come down to this. But you know what? I can only get told that I'm a liar so many fucking times, and that I lie about everything. So please tell me what I've lied about.
They couldn't even tell you.
Dan just said they couldn't even tell you because they don't even know.
No, that's the thing.
They talk to hear themselves talk.
To hear themselves talk, exactly.
But false imprisonment is the same as kidnapping, other than you don't move your victim. I looked up the definition. Yes.
Could be talking about
Yes.
how the asshole getting sunburned.
Dan, shut up.
And they
What
wouldn't
the
fucking
Listen, what the fuck is wrong with him, Dippy?
Fuck if I know. That's Southern.
Oh my
It's gotta
god.
be that Southern shit.
Showing private messages. Oh, so scary. Though. No.
Because there ain't no fucking hair around it.
Oh God,
What?
Dan.
Listen, who's showing private messages? Andrew.
They
They
do.
can show all the listen. If she's I'll tell her just like I told Haley. If you're gonna show one, you show them all. Don't just show what you want to show. Show every fucking one of them.
We know a lot of people that do that shit. If you're gonna show private messages, at least make sure there's something in there worth sharing.
Mhm.
Clip some shit and make damn stories up. And make people
Because that shit drives me crazy.
a little lame as fuck.
Let's
you
put
should.
out some fucking private messages that have nothing to do with nobody
I'll
or
just
nothing.
fill the other one up with water when I do the other side.
That'd be on some weird shit.
Like Mama Bear did with me. She put mine and hers out there, but not one thing in them messages that she put out have anything to do with
No.
YouTube, anybody on YouTube. They were about me and her, our personal lives, and my mother's fucking information on her fucking surgery, you dumb fucking bitch.
That's very true.
Ooh, you about
Ask
called
Dan
him
if he knows
act right.
about the Jessica Lunsford act. But that's where the thing, Dip, is that's where some of the bullshit started to start, because when somebody said something about you, and this was before you and I even started talking again, even before Andrew and I started talking, I went on there and I defended you. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, for one, no, that's not Dippy. Dippy never said that. And I can't remember exactly what it was about, but Act Right's the one that had the fucking issue with it. Oh, what are you making up with Dippy now? You're apologizing to Dippy. Next thing you know, you and her are going to become buddy-buddy. Yep. No, I'm not just going to sit here and allow somebody to talk shit on somebody, especially when I know that it's not true, because that's not Dippy's MO. Dippy don't do shit like that.
No. Like, I don't have no reason to. I will fess up to what I do. I will tell you. Like I said, if anybody ever has any questions about anything that was said, come ask me, because I'm the best one to answer them questions. Mm-hmm. For one. For two, just because you read something doesn't mean you know it. Exactly. Look into it a little bit further instead of just reading what you see in front of you.
Very true.
Because there's more to that. Like, and that was like the whole thing. And I'm like, come ask me. Ask me. Quit asking everybody else about me.
But that's the problem, Dippy. They don't ever want to go to that person.
Because they're like fucking chicken shit. Run their
mouth behind their back.
They chicken shit.
Right. Like you said, if it was face to face, they wouldn't know what to fucking do.
Hell no, they'd fucking go the other way. They give you dirty looks and just like, sucking them teeth, rolling them eyes. Man, come closer. I will smack them eyes so fucking. I'll smack you so goddamn hard them eyes go back straight. Like, ugh. Now I know what my mom says about them fucking rolling them eyes, boy.
Yep. Ooh. Andrew just made a very good point. Freedom of Public Information Act. So good luck, Mama Bear.
Ha 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 ha. Hey, Edward. Ha 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 ha. Hey, brother. Brother
Andrew.
See if he answers. I've noticed Dippy is pretty passive until it builds up. Yeah. Like, I'll let you get away with saying just about anything. Like,
stop it, Thor.
But it takes me a lot to like really go do the back and forth with you.
Right.
It's like they were all like fucking butthurt when I started making my shorts.
Right.
First off, I didn't say nobody's name in any of them. No. So how the fuck you know it was about you? So that means if you felt like it was about you, lace them shoes up, bitch, and feel froggy jump. That's all I can tell you. But I guarantee you their froggy ain't gonna be jumping close to me. Just like when I was in Tennessee, they were all pissed off at me, but none of them jumped. They waited till I left fucking Tennessee to run their goddamn mouth. And I didn't have anybody but Maisie with me.
Yep.
It was just me and Maisie. May she rest in peace, but she couldn't see hardly.
Say hi to everybody.
Like, who the fuck is that going to protect me out there by myself? The pool?
That's why I
Give me a
said
goddamn break. Y'all got a lot of nerve talking shit about somebody and not even fucking running your damn mouth. Man, shut up. Shut the
Yep.
fuck up over there. I
Yeah,
love you,
Andrew,
brother.
I heard Mama Bear say that was private documents, but I seen the county of Shreveport, Louisiana on the top public website.
Yep. It sure was a public
So
website.
everyone's
Because I'm
again,
not
she
going to lie.
regrets. She's short how many more times she is going to post the same private
Call the
message
popo. I'm not scared.
over and over and over again. This is the third time. Or hey, Mama Bear, call the popo. I'm not scared.
You better stop.
I don't catch Dippy's lives very often
You
because
do.
I
Stop.
do. I haven't heard her being mean like they have.
very true because I even
And
thought
that's the fucking thing, Lactose. I've never seen Dippy be mean to anybody.
even when
Never.
she was defending herself. I was even friends with Mama Bear at the time, and I thought that.
I'm gonna beat your
And
ass.
I think I remember even mentioning certain things, and your name would like get brought up. She's like, "Well, no, don't listen to that. That's a lie."
Yeah, everything I say is a lie.
That's what I'm saying. But if you notice, everything that we all say is lies.
You don't
She
leave
always-
her alone.
She's
I'm
the
a
only
fucking
one that tells the
bad.
truth. Her and her crew.
So I'm wondering the addresses that weren't found.
That's what I don't get. How are we always lying, but we always bring the proof, and they never lie, but they never bring the proof?
No,
I'm
they don't
still
bring
waiting
shit.
on proof. I'm still waiting on the receipts of all the shit that I supposedly did.
Well, that's what I'm
She's
waiting
at.
for.
She's
I'm
at.
waiting for her.
Don't
I'm
show me
waiting-
receipts of from somebody else. I want to
Yes.
see the receipts that you guys are accusing me of doing. Don't go into somebody else's private messages and get their shit. Because
Right.
that has nothing to do with what the fuck y'all are saying about me.
Well, like she wants to bring up my daughter. My daughter's supposedly running from the parole. No, no, parole knows where she is. She
Parole was
answered.
at my house.
She answered her charges. She's out. She's safe. Parole knows where she's at. Like,
They're trying to just like
come on, come up with something a little bit better here.
Who wants a damn German
not-
Shepherd? 'Cause I'm
She's
ready.
not calling the
Go
popo
now.
because they will run her and find out of state warrants. Very true, Lactose. Very true.
Well, I mean, if she really wants to get technical, we could call the marshals and be like, "Hey, I think I got an address on her,"
yeah.
and
I
they
could
will
just-
go get you. A marshal will go anywhere.
Yes.
They'll even go out of the country. So
I've never been in trouble. I've always been a good boy. But if you have a bench warrant, do that crime before it become a warrant. Doesn't that crime become a felony? Are you allowed to leave the state? You know,
Nope.
Lactose. That's a very good fucking point right there. I'm
you
not sure.
cannot leave a state if you have a felony. No, you can leave the state if you have a felony. If you're on probation or parole, you cannot leave the state without
Cannot leave
permission.
the state. No. Very true. Very true.
see they can never.
You can't even get a passport if you have a
Yeah,
felony.
if you're listen, the thing is depending on your charge, depending on what type of felony it is, you can't get a hunting license, you can't vote, you can't legally
No, I
own a
think
gun.
they got the voting back now.
Oh,
I
did they?
think they got-
Okay.
I
Well, they
think that
can't
might have
legally own
came
a
back
gun.
in effect.
What felony it is?
But they can't have a gun. They can't fucking have a hunting license.
Nope.
Depending on what state you are in, if you have too many felonies, you may not even be able to get your license.
Nope. Well, he can't get a license because he's a habitual offender for driving aggravated unlicensed operation. Dippy escapes is mean to you? No, she's not. Dippy's always listen, Dippy's always mean to me, so get used
I'm
to
not
it.
mean. I'm just
Listen, Dippy's Dippy. If nobody can take Dippy the way she is, then you don't belong talking to Dippy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I try, damn it. Yeah. I got my times, and I got
Yep.
my.
I think everybody does though.
I mean, I'm really good, and the New York stays really shallow in me until I get mad.
Oh my God, she just reposted your messages. That's what.
This is like the third time.
She is so
What
stupid.
messages?
From who?
Between her and Mama Bear, I believe.
Who? Dippy and Mama Bear?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why? Why?
there's
What the fuck is in there besides my mom's personal information? You dumb fucking bitch. What
That's
the
what I'm
fuck is
saying.
in there? Because I don't do the shit that y'all fucking do, you stupid ass.
With felony warrants, can you leave the state? That's what I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah,
Would-
you can leave state.
Well, yeah, with felony warrants, you can leave state. That's called fucking running from the law.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I guess if it's a warrant.
If
you're-
they have felony warrants,
yeah.
can they leave state? No, technically they're not supposed to.
Technically,
They're supposed
no.
to go for the fucking warrant.
That's eluding. No, not
Yeah.
eluding.
That's
What's that
evading.
word? Evading.
She's because it turned into a felony.
Same old, same old. It's all she has. Yes, that's all she has. Lactose.
I believe
is the
that's
same
why
old
it
shit.
was transferred to the U.S. Marshals and not the county.
Because
Well,
the
the
marshal
county
can go
handles it for so long.
anywhere.
They just said
And it's
fucking-
not a big enough charge to like get
Right.
FBI or anybody involved.
Right.
Marshals is just there to go get your ass because the other people don't want to leave state.
Yeah. And marshals can go to state to state to state to state to state.
Man, let's get the New York marshals on them.
You ain't fucking kidding, because let me tell you something.
Them motherfuckers get them real quick.
Yep.
They are.
Listen,
fucking-
my ex girlfriends before I met my wife back in '99, the girl that I dated before I married my wife,
we know you're a dinosaur.
her stepfather was a marshal, and let me tell you something. That motherfucker was no joke. He got the guy that he was going after every fucking time.
I remember them coming up to my hometown a lot when I was young, when I was a teenager. Like we'd see them be breaking into they didn't give a fuck.
No.
The New York State U.S. Marshals do not give a fuck. They will go anywhere and everywhere, and they will do what they got to do to get you, even for simple fucking traffic. They don't care.
We evading. That's what they keep getting Ernie on. Boy, oh boy, she's reaching Ernie status.
Oh yeah, you've seen that?
I guess so. I guess so. And they talk all kinds of shit on Ernie.
But they were up Ernie's ass when they thought they were going to use Ernie's live panel to come at us, and it didn't work.
And it didn't
How
work.
funny was that? Like they went to all the bigger channels thinking they were gonna get them on their side. How do you feel now that they ain't even fucking with you?
What's going on, Ed? Hopefully you're
It's
staying
funny.
warm.
I love that they went to all the ones that I kept saying, oh, I like, or, I'm good when I'm good. None of them even said anything.
Right.
Like you said all your shit that you had to say about me, but none of them ever brought it up. They don't give a fuck. Unless you have proof and you show them proof, they don't give a fuck.
No, that's the thing. But you notice how when you do have proof, when you have proof against them,
It's a lie. It's made
a lie.
up.
you
It's
fabricated that.
manufactured.
That's AI. That's an AI document.
Just like the thing.
How the fuck can I make? Listen, for one, even
You
if I
can't
was
even
that
fucking
good,
run Restream.
listen, even if I was that good,
We're trying.
I can still get into a lot of trouble for even using that letterhead.
Yep. I mean, they have ones that you can use offline, but at the same time, you have to have that fucking seal on it for it to be
Yes.
real. If it does not have that state seal on it, y'all are fucking dumber than a box of fucking rocks. That's all I
I'm saying.
like. Didn't your mama ever tell you don't throw rocks at a glass house?
Well, no, they've never lived in a glass house. They've only lived in campers with no wheels. Yes,
I guess-
bootleg internet is all I'm gonna say. You ain't shitting.
Hey, let's not go there with the internet right now, please. I ain't gonna talk shit on nobody's internet right now.
One difference I believe between them, I don't believe Ernie has false imprisonment on his record, and I don't believe it says anything about the Jessica Lunsford Act.
No,
Ernie's
no.
in trouble in multiple. Yes,
it should say something about the Jessica Lunsford Act, but no, it doesn't.
But unlike Ernie, unlike
He is
unlike fucking Jason, for some reason in his paperwork it states the Jessica Lunsford Act.
I think
Wow.
that's because he was in the state of Florida.
Like I said, stay in Florida.
I don't know.
No joke.
Sorry, this vape is killing me. I don't know if the Jessica Lunsford Act is for the whole United States, but I do know it's like
It was
based out of
created in
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah,
It
it's
was a
based out of Florida.
They lived in tents for a while. I did see Mama Bear pictures between her and Dippy she posted.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. She sent me plenty of pictures of a tent that she lived in Oklahoma.
and listen, and
'Cause
they
I
have
said
the
something about
balls,
let's
and
go
they have the
camping.
balls, and they have the balls to sit there and talk about Roe.
And the only reason why Roe's going at them is because of the close relationship she had with her daughter, with Mama Bear's
I'm gonna
youngest.
tell you right now, if Mama Bear would have never fucking done what she done to Ro would not be going after her like she does.
Right.
If she would have never got her kicked out of her fucking house, it wouldn't be as bad as it is right now. And that's why Ro is where she is and why Ro is having the issue she is. Because them over there don't know when to leave well enough the fuck alone.
Right.
They can say what they fucking want to say, but
And Roe's
remember,
just
we
not
were all fucking there. And I don't give a fuck what you say, Lady R. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you and Ro have you and Ro. I don't give a fuck what happened with you and Ro. That's why I don't remember, because I don't give a fuck. All I know is I never came to you nor have Heather Lynn. Y'all came to me. So get that shit fucking out your goddamn head. You might need to take your little psych meds and remember shit, because sorry, none of that shit happened. She's pretty neat.
She's pretty neat. I'm talking about Dippy. Oh yeah, Dippy's. Listen, Dippy's,
Thank you, Edward.
Dippy's Dippy. We wouldn't expect anything else out of Dippy.
No, but anytime that I did try to talk positive about you when we weren't talking, she'd always try to circle around it or tell me don't trust you.
Yeah,
And
why? Why don't
with,
trust me? 'Cause I don't record. I don't video. I don't do the bullshit she's doing. Like, you ain't never seen me put anything personal about anybody else out. I don't even fucking tell the shit that I do remember.
That's why I said I didn't even know about that Tennessee bullshit with Actrate till Actrate said something. And I even thought something was weird about that. But I even said, and Rob will even testify to this, the one conversation we had in a group chat and the way she acted, I said, that's weird. I said, that is fucking weird. I was like, there's something not right with that woman.
You got it. You bingo. Bingo. Sorry. This fucking
I'm not gonna let
GXP
go of
base
this
is
case.
fucking harsh.
I'm going to look into it and see if I could. And once I get all the pieces together, I am going to hand it over to someone and they're going to hand it over to the right law enforcement.
Like, they think they're so invincible and they can't be touched. You don't have nobody on your side to back you up.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
not
there's
even
this-
saying we have people on our side to back us up. I'm just saying we don't do the shit you do. So you need to take a look in the fucking mirror in the big picture with you and your little fucking cult over there and realize we're only coming for you because you came for us first.
Yep.
And actually,
Mama
I'm not
Bear-
even coming for y'all. I'm just talking shit. Like, if I wanted to, I would. But I'm not that fucking type of person. I don't usually get involved in this shit. And they will all tell you that, whether you believe it or not. I always tell them I don't want no part of it. I'm out of it. Don't. But you know what? I can't do that because you guys constantly want to keep me in your fucking mouth. Like, does my name taste that fucking good? Because I sort of am not paying you rent for me living in your fucking brain every day.
There's Grizzly Bear.
Hello, pretty baby.
Grizzly Bear. Yeah, the Grizzly Bear. Yeah.
Mama Bear apparently records everyone and everything because her and Candace wasn't friends long. So she was putting out videos of their conversation and messages. Yeah. Yeah. But yet they were telling Candace that I was that type of person. But Candace knew me better than that. She knew me better than that. She knows I don't do that shit.
Don't just stay away from my dad.
For the last going on 5 years, I have did everything in my power to defend Candace and Don. Because until
Right.
the law charges them with something, I
I'm
am not
looking
no fucking judge nor jury. She said, look at Messenger, y'all.
Yeah. You know, the thing is Mama Bear records everybody because that's how she gets her content.
Yep,
And there's something I want to say to you, Dippy, but not on here.
you're good. Well, you know how to get a hold of me. I mean, not like I'm
I know.
hard.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason for something.
You're good. Just leave it where it's at, and we'll talk later. Because I know you're gonna get too hyper and be like, "Fuck it, here, let me tell you, don't do it."
Kidnapping and false imprisonment. The act was designed to stiffen penalties for kidnapping and unlawful confinement of children under 16, particularly if it leads to further abuse. These charges often carry mandatory minimum prison terms, sometimes up to 25 years or life, depending on the specific offense. Yeah, very true.
Hey,
Damn, I'm missing a pack of cigarettes.
I didn't say you, Dippy. I've never seen you put out conversations or messages with Candace. No, and
No,
that's
no,
the
I
thing.
know. I know you didn't
That's
mean
the
me.
thing. If you think about this, every
They
time
were saying that. They told
right,
Candace
they
that.
put shit out. They're always fucking restreaming somebody. They're always putting conversations out. You don't see any of us doing that shit. I don't need to restream her fucking live to make content for myself. Like I said, I'm not in it for the clicks. I'm not in it for the fucking views. I'm just doing this to do it.
oh, she could tell you when
Because-
I tell her.
Because the problem is they lie and
Dog ate Dippy.
they don't want to be found wrong. Connie's problem is she doesn't like to be wrong. I've proved her wrong multiple times with this Vivitrol shot. I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with her about, yes, you can do cocaine on the Vivitrol shot. You're not going to get high. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
So do a little bit further research, Connie, and realize what the fuck you're talking about. Because honestly, you're really, really starting to sound fucking stupid.
That's like doing a Suboxone and then doing a fucking Percocet. It ain't gonna
There you
do no
go.
good.
It ain't gonna do no good.
Oh fuck! What was my password?
She just runs her mouth because she wants to feel like she's adequate about something.
Connie's
Okay.
problem is that she doesn't like to be proven wrong. I'm
I don't
sorry.
think any of them
I'm
do.
sorry.
Well,
That's my honest
I'm
opinion.
not that's not my cow. I'm not fucking with that one, but I'll fuck with all the other ones. Like I really don't have an issue with Connie, and I'm not gonna start. Like that's y'all. Like I was mad as hell at you for what happened, but we talked
Yeah,
about
but
it.
the thing is, though, is that this was never until Connie came at me the way she did on that phone call about telling me to just take the girls and leave the mother and father out on the street.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
That's where I had the issue. To make them grow up and get their own place and get their shit together, and then they can have the kids back. For one, you don't separate a family. Two, especially around the fucking holidays, Deb. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that.
Not nighttime.
I hate when
I
you
mean,
guys do that
you know,
because it makes Mama Bear curious.
You know, I can be the biggest asshole in the world, but when it comes to something like that, I can't. I'm sorry.
I can be a bitch.
And I wasn't going to do it. They could have moved in here and got their shit together and did it that way. They don't have to be to where they have to struggle even more than they are already
They
struggling.
talk more with their ass
Than their mouth, because obviously whatever they say don't go to their brain.
Only lactose.
Lactose, that's called drugs, dude. That's called drugs.
It's called drugs.
They can believe.
And I'm not talking about weed.
No. You got mama meth mouth over there. No, and I agree with that, lactose. No family should be separated during the holidays, and I wasn't going to separate them during the holidays. I'm sorry. That's where Connie and I fell apart. That's where we, more or less, that's where she turned on me because I opened my door to Elisa and Andrew, and I didn't leave them out to fend for themselves.
Yeah, and then Mama Bear copped an attitude because he quit his life because Andrew was knocking at the door. And then that's when she started fabricating that he was on probation and that he was forced to quit drinking and da-da-da-da-da. And then they started talking about me, and they could say whatever they want about me. I've already went through the worst of the worst. So they can come at me about anything.
I look at it like this. If they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone.
Agreed.
And then Seeing the Darkness is just looking more stupider every day the way she talks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I've been up here a little bit over 2 hours. I'm going to get off. I got group in the morning. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I did notice she was 170-something pounds in her court records in 2020. She's scrawny now. That's what meth does to you, lactose.
Oh, she was a heavy girl at one time.
You didn't see her back in her previous pictures? And then she had all those sores on her face. That's meth.
Meth or crack. But my money's on meth.
She was smoking a glass deck. Oh, my goodness. If they are talking about you, they're bringing you views. Hey, it's all right. I love it. Right, BB? We love
But
it,
the
BB.
sad
huh?
part is
Not BB.
the kids
We love
going
it.
through all this
Yeah,
shit
we
just so
love
she
it, BB.
protects an adult.
Yeah,
That's kind of
we love it.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we like the views, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah, that's boy. That's got a lot of
I mean, everybody else is lying, including her youngest daughter, I guess, is what I'm getting at this.
We're all lying, and she's the only truth.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
So nobody tell the truth but her and her
Yep.
people.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to drop down. I want to do some things in the house, get the dog settled. Sit down, relax for a little bit, go to bed, get up and do it all over again tomorrow. Go do my groups. Take care of that. But with that being said, you all have a
Right, you deserve children.
because she'll get pissed, but I love a big cuddly woman to snuggle up to, not a skeleton. Oh my God. Only you, lactose. Listen, you need to find something to do in your spare time besides come up with shit. But we do enjoy it.
Robert, you're the one that said I had trafficking charges that I was involved in.
Nobody said you had trafficking charges, you dumb
Nobody said
fuck.
that. So, Mama Bear,
And of
I'll
course,
say it
Connie
again.
blew up her comments.
Okay, so I'll say it again, Mama Bear. If you can prove that I'm the one that said that you had trafficking charges and kidnapping charges and all that bullshit, please provide the fucking evidence. Unlike you, I can provide what I'm going to put out there.
No, Connie, because all the stuff we're bringing out
Okay.
now is just going to lead us to where the destination of a certain something is.
Okay?
So go ahead, keep on talking.
But with that being said, Dippy, you have a good night. I'm sure we'll be talking through tonight because it's still a little early. But I want to get off. I got to do some things in the
Night,
house.
September.
I got to get all the garbage out. Tomorrow's garbage day, so
I mean, you can't because Mama Bear's still in her wherever she's at. Oh, did I say that out loud?
yes, you said that out loud. How
That was
dare you.
bad.
That was bad. I have something to do, and she's waiting on me in the dungeon after I do dishes. Yes, lactose. You better go do your dishes first, or you go into the dungeon is going to be worse off than what you expect it to be. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Lactose, have a good night. I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow. Dip, I'm sure I'll be talking to you.
Yep.
But everybody have a good night. Stay warm, stay safe, kiss your loved ones. Until the next time, have a good night.
Yep.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you, Mama Bear. Fuck you, bitch.